What people catfish, Dave here. This is a salty catfish bait experiment. And what I mean by that is, for years I'd always just catch skipjack, keep them on ice and use them, or keep them on ice till I got home, vacuum seal and put them in the freezer. Well, I spend a lot of money in ice, a ton of money. You know, it melts every few days. I'm buying all this ice. It's expensive to buy it from these stores. I probably could have bought an ice maker 10 times. I've always heard of these guys putting salt in their ice when they catch these skipjacks. Supposedly it makes it colder, keeps the bait fresher. I always wondered about all that salt being on them, if it would make it worse. Well, I tried it. And lo and behold, I put these skipjacks in that salty ice and they immediately become half frozen. And I froze a lot of those. These here have been in this icy water about 4 days. Icy water with quite a bit of salt, about 3 or 4 cups of salt. And I'm wanting to see if they'll catch fish sitting that long in this salty water. Now, these have been compromised a little bit because yesterday I looked and my ice had completely melted, and so they had kind of thawed back out a little bit, and I added ice back to them. Either way, we're going to see what kind of condition they are in after 4 days of that, and see if the fish will hit this stuff. I don't know if I would want something that salty myself. I've got high blood pressure. Smells okay. Now, typically after about 3 days on ice, I can take one of these skipjacks and just punch a hole through its midsection with my thumb real easy. These here are firm. I can't do that. So they're definitely in a better condition as far as firmness. They don't smell old at all. Don't seem like they have much smell, really. They do seem fresher. So what we're going to do is throw some of this out there. This will be a night video. It's just now getting dark. Pulling a fairly shallow creek. We won't get in any deeper than about 26, 27 foot. I typically don't fish this part of the river this time of year. Typically I'm way down there by the dam. I do so well down there. But traffic was bad. It was at a standstill. I ended up getting off on Kingston Pike. So we're much farther up the river. It is a creek bite downriver. I'm expecting the same. I can see a ton of bait fish in this thing. I typically don't do real well pulling out of a creek system, which is how we're starting. I'm going to put my hook, line, and chill hoodie on because it will be cooling off tonight. And we're going to see how we do on this 4-day-old salty bait. We may have to let a little bit of that salt wash off it before they hit it. Who knows? It's very salty. I got a big squadron of geese over my head. I hope they don't have to crap. I've had that stuff land right in my lap when I was out bank fishing before. I have no idea why they call them Canadian geese and they're all down here in Tennessee. Couple small bites, one small fish. About 10 minutes into the pool, we know something will eat this salty bait. They say the salt makes this skipjack a little tougher and actually helps keep it on the hook a little better. Now we're not getting a lot of action, but it's typical for me to not get much action pulling out. When I pull back in, things could get fired up. Alright y'all, I'm feeling a chill in the air. I'm going to put this other coat on, plus a slight breeze. I don't want to end up with a cold because that makes you sneeze. Since that last fish, it's been about a 15-minute wait using this salty bait. Doesn't mean the fish haven't been found, just means they might not bite until we turn around. These fish can be one directional sometimes. Another small fish pulling the same direction. Pretty slow, some small bites. We do know we can catch something on this salty bait. Not my favorite section of river to fish this time of year, but we haven't changed directions yet, which can make all the difference in the world. We have changed directions, and there's a little better fish on salty bait. Just a little bit better, not much. I'm catching all my quality fish downriver, but the traffic was so bad I ended up here. Typically, there we go. Typically that board will come loose, but I had to pop it that time. I got hit on that rod, missed him, casted it back out, and this one hit. Seems to be a little more action going this direction. That's the biggest fish of the trip, right there. We'll get the net on him. Oh, yeah. Getting a little better fish there. Gonna curl the tail towards me. Definitely getting more bites going this direction. This bait is definitely firmer than what it would be if I just had it on ice. And when you reach your hands down in that icy brine, salty water, got to rinse them off with, otherwise your hands feel like they're staying froze all night. Something about that salt. All right, y'all, we're getting a choo-choo train bite right now. And he wants to come around to this side of the boat. All right, y'all, that appears to be the biggest fish of the trip right there. Pull in the proper direction. Yeah, that's the biggest one. No. On salty bait. That's a little better. No, 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 don't get all funky on me now. Don't get all funky. Yeah. He's not happy that he's been caught, but I can't help that. I got a YouTube channel. I got to make a living, so yeah. Salty bait. Alright, y'all, I'm out here filming a little video for the Catfish Are Cool channel. I took a break from both channels for a while. Now I'm starting to get back out. The plan was to do a night trip downriver where I've been getting bigger fish. Interstate was backed up, got on Kingston Pike, ended up here off North Shore Drive. Not seeing no monster activity in here, but I wanted to try this salty bait. I've heard about guys doing this for years. I finally tried it. I've had guys tell me they've used skipjack that sat in this stuff up to 10 days and caught big fish on it. So it saves money on ice because it doesn't take much ice to keep that stuff cold. Yep. And we have learned that fish will eat it. Hopefully that's the last one I reel in tonight because it's getting cold out here. I read these comments and people ask, is this really me on this channel? No, it's not really me. I'm a guy that looks like me, sounds like me, got a boat just like me, and I even start the videos out with alright people, Catfish Dave here on a lot of these, but no, it's not really me. Either way, this is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.